Try to take off with the guap, they gon' make your body flop. Is you feeling like a savage? Cause I'm feeling like a savage.
What up, guys? Beer Bros here with the first annual 33 for 33 season NFL's 2022 season prediction. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. We're starting off this series with the Arizona Cardinals. Let's get into it. So, just a little bit of a kind of a reference or whatever you want to call it. The Cardinals ended last season at 11-6. They finished second in the NFC West behind the Rams, which got hot late. Cardinals got cold late. Nonetheless, they went to the playoffs in the wild card, which eventually they played the Rams again, ended up getting blown out 34-11, and that's how they ended their season. Another little side note to keep in mind is right now, Kyler Murray is in the process of trying to get a new contract. He's kind of been holding out all offseason. On top of DeAndre Hopkins, I know is appealing, but is in the process of being suspended for 6 games to start the season.
Yep.
So they also lost Chandler Jones to the Las Vegas Raiders, and
Christian Kirk to the Jaguars.
As well as Chase Edmonds to Miami.
And then acquiring Hollywood Brown
from the Ravens. So that's just a little bit of an insight of what the 2022 season schedule, our team looks like so far. We're going to be breaking down, as you know, each individual game for each individual team for 32 weeks straight, and then ending on a big bonus. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to jump right into this 2022 Arizona Cardinals schedule. First up, we have the
Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go.
At Arizona Stadium where's their stadium? In Arizona. In Glendale. I don't know what their stadium's called. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Nonetheless, they're playing the Chiefs at home September 11th. That's a Sunday game. Morning game, I believe. And so you want to start us off? What's your prediction and a small side note?
I have Arizona beating the Chiefs week 1. Nothing because of the Arizona. I just think the Chiefs starting off slow this year without one of their star players. It's not going to be on the team.
Okay.
So I think they're going to win just because the other team's going to be slow.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. So he's giving the Arizona Cardinals a W to start off the season.
Yes.
For me, I have the Chiefs actually winning this game. They're going to be on the road, but they are playing a team that I felt like ended the season very poorly. Not how they wanted to end the season, especially getting blown out against the Rams. They're going to miss DeAndre Hopkins, I think, a lot. I'm sorry, Marquise Brown. Don't think you're DeAndre Hopkins. Kyler Murray, kind of not sure what his thoughts are right now going into the season. Losing Chandler Jones, like I mentioned earlier, is a big hit. Going to take some time to get it adjusted. And I also think, just a little bit of a hot take before we even start this, I think Cliff Kingsbury is on the hot seat. If he's not careful, he might be fired by the end of this season. So I have Kansas City going to Arizona week 1, starting off 1-0, and the Cardinals
0-1. I have 1-0. Yeah, 1-0.
Second game is intriguing, interesting nonetheless. They are traveling to Las Vegas to verse the Raiders and that old teammate of Chandler Jones on September 18th.
At the best stadium in the NFL.
Yes, probably not. But nonetheless, I am going to predict that the Raiders win this game. They are going to give the Cardinals another loss. They are on the road. I know it's not far from Arizona, but it's not the matter of the distance. It's a matter of the teams, and I think these two teams are a little bit separated when it compared to just individual supremacy.
Yeah, I also have the Raiders winning. That offense is such firepower. I don't think that their defense is going to have an answer, and their offense ain't going to have their answer for their defense. So I have Arizona losing because I don't think they have enough weapons in this game.
Okay, so he has them 1-1. I have them 1-1, but we also have two opposite games.
No, you have them 0-2.
Oh, I have them 0-2, huh? Yeah, I don't have them winning yet. Then, you want to introduce the next game?
They are going back to Arizona to play their division rival, the Super Bowl champions, Los Angeles Rams. It's damn, they have all the morning games, it looks like. So they are playing in the morning against the Rams. I have the Rams winning. I won't go against the Super Bowl champs. And again, they don't have enough weapons until week 6. So
you have the Rams winning that game,
Yeah,
moving them to 1-2.
1-2 Arizona Cardinals.
I also have the Rams winning.
Jesus.
I just think that the Rams have something special there. They are making things happen that we've been long awaiting for the last probably 4 or 5 years now that they've been signing guys. I won't go into too far detail, but I like what they got there. I don't like what Arizona has cooking right now. I think they start the season so far 0-3.
Okay. The next game looks like it will be in Carolina. They are going to play the Carolina Panthers
On the road.
On the road. Looks like another morning game. I have Arizona winning that game. Carolina is one of the 4 teams on the bottom of my list where I think they just don't have talent or they don't have any skill players on their team. So, sorry, Carolina, but Arizona is going to win that game.
I have the Cardinals finally winning.
Okay.
4 weeks in, I think Carolina, barring something crazy, I think that Arizona will be able to squeak that one out, even though they're on the road going all the way across the country. I think they're able to pull off a win against the Carolina Panthers, giving them their first win for me in this season.
Sheesh.
Moving forward, they go back home. If you don't notice, there's a trend here. Home, away, home, away.
For a
They
while,
actually do that quite often this season. Going back home against the Philadelphia Eagles. They have the Eagles. We won't get too in depth, but you know the story. They've made some big moves this offseason. I kind of like the Eagles barely. The reason being, I'm only going to give this a bit. Cardinals are definitely coming off the road trip.
Okay.
They're going to go all the way to Carolina and they come all the way back home and play Philly.
Yeah.
I think Philly has enough there. I think it's going to be a bit of a closer game than most. No predictions as far as scores, but I'm going to take Philadelphia to hand the Cardinals another loss.
I also have the Arizona Cardinals losing this game. Simple fact, their corners aren't going to be able to handle the Slim Reaper and the best tight end wide receiver of all time. So I think Arizona loses again. They are now 2-3 on my schedule.
Yeah, they are 1-4 so far.
Then they travel to the Seattle Seahawks, so another bird team. Looks like I got them winning. Unfortunately, Seattle's in a rebuild. And one of the 4 teams I mentioned with Carolina Panthers that I think are shit. So I can't pick you, Seattle. If you had Russell Wilson, maybe. But no, you're not beating the Arizona Cardinals even without. Oh, no, they'll have DeAndre Hopkins back, right? Week 6?
No, week 7.
So
he's suspended 6.
So he's still suspended, but I still
still one
think
game out.
Hollywood Brown could help him out and give him that little dub right there.
Yeah, I agree. I think Seattle is a little bit on the rebuild block right now. They don't have a lot going on, even though they will be at home. I'm not, even in the last few years, that hasn't meant much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just simply chalk this one up to a W. There's not much to explain there.
No, not very much.
Moving forward, they go back home. They have an afternoon game against the New Orleans Saints. They'll be hosting them. Not sure who's going to be running what. Right now, it's Jameson Winston. We'll see what he can do, if he's still available or what's going on there. This was one of the harder games on this schedule that I couldn't really pick or choose. It could go either way. I originally have, because they are at home, I think the Cardinals can squeak this one out.
I also have the Arizona Cardinals beating the Saints. You made a perfect example way I would have said it. I don't know who's running quarterback for the Saints. And I don't know if Michael Thomas is 100%.
Right.
I don't like to get too much into that team because we're not talking about them,
Right.
but that's the reason I have Arizona winning.
Yeah, I have the Cardinals winning that one.
Next, they go all the way up north to Minnesota. The Vikings, the gritty master. I have the Minnesota winning this game. Cardinals, sorry. Again, your defensive backs aren't the best. And I think their wide receivers are dominant. Their running back is dominant. And I think that's the factor. When you have dominant, elusive players, it's just easy to win. So I have Arizona losing that game.
Yeah, that's a tough game going into Minnesota against a decent offense, I would say, and a pretty decent defense as well. I like Minnesota in this game. The travel factor for Arizona going back and forth, home and away, that's pretty tough. I think it starts to eat at them almost halfway through the season. So I think at this point they're going to take another loss.
Yeah, I believe I have them 4-4 right now. Yeah, 4-4. So they come back home again. Oh my gosh, their schedule is chalked. They're going to Seattle, or they're playing Seattle at home. November 6th, afternoon game, right? Yeah. I think they sweep the Seattle Seahawks this year. I think Drew Lock, Noah Fant, and those wide receivers I don't think is enough to beat the Arizona Cardinals this year.
Yeah, I feel the same. I think Seattle's just, again, on the rebuild. There's not much to explain, and I doubt by halfway through the season they're going to figure it out. By this time, I think they're going to realize that they don't have it, and they're going to start tanking and see what they can maybe move up in the draft. Mm-hmm. So I think they do get the win here. Halfway through the season, 9 weeks, I have them at 4-5.
I have them opposite 5-4.
Yeah, I have them 4-5, only beating the Panthers, Seattle twice, and New Orleans.
Yeah, I have them. Yeah, Chiefs, Panthers,
Seattle twice. So
and Saints.
So you have them 5-4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I have them at 4-5. So we're a little bit opposite here. Game difference.
Yep. Moving
forward, they travel not far from home, just out to L.A. to verse the Rams.
So far.
Again, I just think the Rams by this time are going to be on all cylinders, looking for that repeat. I don't think it's going to be much of a game at this point, so I'm going to chalk them up to another loss.
Yeah. There's certain things that happen throughout the year, and I don't think the Cardinals have enough to avoid the sweep. So I have the LA Rams going again. Then they travel to Mexico City. They're away, they're home, but they're playing in Mexico City, against San Francisco. I actually have the San Francisco winning that game. Oh, wait. I have Arizona winning that game. I don't know what we're getting out of San Francisco. I don't know who's the quarterback. I don't know if certain players are going to be on that team. I don't want to get into them that much, but I just don't have much confidence in the San Francisco 49ers right now.
For me, I like Kyle Shanahan. This is a neutral game. D-Hop is going to be back most likely around this time. I just think San Fran has proven that they are pretty good, and I think that they're going to end up winning this game. It's going to be a cool game, I think. I think it'll be interesting. Yeah. Depending, I mean, I know by this time we should know who's quarterback, and so I still like San Fran going into this game and getting the dub. They end up coming actually home this time to host the LA Chargers. Mm-hmm. If you don't know me, now you know. I am a Herbert fan. I have high hopes for them. I won't get into that too much, but I think this is a game that they do get. They go and just barely travel down the road from home to Arizona, and I think they put it on the Cardinals to end up giving them, 3 losses in a row.
Sheesh. Yeah, I have the Chargers winning as well. Defense-wise, better. Offensive-wise, better. and I think special teams are better. So that being said, I think Cardinals lose that game.
Yeah. Moving into the bye week, they get a week off from those 3 heartbreaking losses in a row. Probably well deserved.
Yeah.
Moving on to week 14, they will be hosting the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Mac Jones and Bill Belichick. That's a tough team to play. I'm not the biggest. I won't go into New England too much, but I like bye weeks. I think it's important. I think it's helpful. I think that they're able to, because they're at home, beat New England.
Okay.
And so I have them winning this game.
I like bye weeks too. It helps you game plan for the next week. But I don't think it's going to be good enough to beat a New England team that's just disciplined. And I think the Arizona Cardinals lose to the New England Patriots week 14.
Week 14. Now moving on, they will be in Denver, Mile High, middle of December.
Freezing.
Obviously, Denver's made a lot of moves this offseason, so there's a lot of high hopes for them. One day before my birthday, so personally, I just like Denver. I think they got a lot going on there. The entire AFC West, in fact. I think they put it to the Cardinals, and they give them another loss.
I agree. I think the Denver Broncos are going to be an up team. I don't know if they're going to be 15 or 3 right now. That's how good they look on paper. So I am going to predict them to lose to the Broncos as well. That's 3 losses in a row for me.
Okay.
And then they come home to play the Tampa Bay Tom Brady Buccaneers, which I don't think they're going to win that game either. Those are 4 teams I feel like are up teams, and Cardinals are middle of the pack for me. So I just don't think you have enough to stop Tom Brady and that amazing offense and defense they have. So
same. I think Tom Brady's coming back with the vengeance. I won't say much more than just that, and I don't think they're going to allow a Cardinals that, as of right now, probably almost have about 10 losses.
Yeah,
and
for
this
both.
is just another one. Tom Brady and them are just too good.
Too dominant.
I think at this time, and so sorry, Cardinals, you go down once again.
Yes.
Moving on to the final 2 weeks, week 17, you travel to Atlanta. The new ran by Marcus Mariota. You do have a super early game. It is on the East Coast. Not sure. This is a bit of a toss-up, but I think Atlanta's got a lot of stuff still to work out. Mm-hmm. And so for that, I'm going to give the Cardinals this chance to win a game, and they win in Atlanta.
I also have Atlanta losing this game, so Arizona is going to be another one that's a lower-end team. I have low expectations for the Falcons. So, yeah, I got them losing, unfortunately. I mean, I guess not unfortunately for me, but
yeah, for you Cardinals fans.
for you folks. So, then they go all the way to the West Coast, to the San Francisco 49ers. Doesn't have a time, unfortunately, yet.
It's just to be determined due to the fact that final week is a toss-up for scheduling because you don't know who's playing for what and what games really matter, so they keep that open-ended.
Well, for the Arizona Cardinals season, I don't think it matters because I got them losing.
Yeah, I also have them losing as well. I just think that traveling from home to Atlanta back to the West Coast, and then, at this time, they're not hitting on all cylinders.
No.
I just don't think that they have it. I don't think that they got it going on. And so for that, they get another loss. And to sum it all up, that leaves them with 6 wins, 11 losses, the complete opposite of their last season.
Yeah, I got 7-10.
So he has them at 7-10. I have them at 6-11. Sorry, Cardinals, and I also mentioned this at the beginning. Cliff Kingsbury, I'm pretty certain, will not be the head coach moving forward.
If they're 6-10 or 6-11 or 7-10, you're fired.
Yeah, most likely, especially with the superstar like Kyler Murray and D-Hop. And I know it's unfortunate that D-Hop is suspended as far as the coaching staff goes. It's not their fault he decided to do what he did. Yeah. But that's the 2022 season breakdown. Obviously, moving forward, these losses will move forward into the next team that we do. So if the next team we do played the Cardinals and took a win or a loss, that will be, put into motion for them. So they'll already have, a win or a loss depending on the outcome. So thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one of 33 of 33 series videos. We will see you tomorrow. So again, please like the video. It really helps us as a channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already, and just share our opinions and let us know, what you guys think of it. We appreciate you. We love you guys. Till tomorrow, Beard Bros out. Peace.